Hi YouTube, it's Mike with Kane Autograph. Welcome to my TTM video for the Team Challenge. If you're new here, TTM stands for Through the Mail Autographs. It's where we send autograph requests to players and hope they sign and send them back. In the Team Challenge, each participant was assigned to a specific Major League team. The goal is to score as many points possible getting autographs back from players associated with that team. My team is the Minnesota Twins. Let's dive in and see what my team's doing this week. My first return is from Eric Bullock. In 39 days, he returned these two cards to me. Eric played for the Twins in 1989 and he's a speedy outfielder. This former track star was a base stealing threat off the bench. Augie Ojeda was with the Twins from 2000 to 2003. He's a utility infielder known for his hustle. I couldn't find a Twins card with him. That's why I had him sign the Twins logoed sticker there. Sean Miller returned this card to me in 19 days. He had a short career with the Twins back in 1987, mostly at second base. And you can see on the front of the card it doesn't say Twins or have the Twins logo. That's why I flipped it over in the back, and you can see it says Minnesota Twins on there. Wayne Granger returned one card in a quick 10 days. He didn't spend much time with the Twins back in 1973, but he was a lights-out closer early in his career with the Reds. In fact, he led the National League in appearances 3 straight years. Pete Ham actually threw in an extra card, so I sent him the one with Jim Nettles on it, and he sent the other one back in 12 days. Pete never played a regular season for the Twins, but he was with the system and he signed. The ageless wonder, Jesse Orosco, pitched for the Twins briefly in 2003 at the age of 46. He holds the record for most career pitching appearances with over 12,000. I didn't have a card with him in a Twins uniform, so I had these custom cards made at Rookies, and I think they turned out awesome. If you're watching everybody else who's participating in the challenge, you've probably seen Chase over at Chase and Ink get Mike Mason back. He signed these two cards for me in 14 days. Mike pitched briefly for the Twins back in 1987, but he got a World Series ring that year. One thing with Roger Erickson is he's a homegrown Twins pitcher in the late 70s. You think about the Twins, they've had a lot of homegrown players. Roger Erickson, Kent Herbeck, Joe Mauer. Cool fact about Roger is he threw a complete game in his major league debut in 1978. Another homegrown player for the Twins, Dick Stegman, returned 2 of 2 in 21 days, and he's a Minnesota native who pitched for the Twins from 1962 to 1965, including the first World Series in 1965. Rich Robinson returned 2 cards in 21 days, and he pitched for the Twins from 1995 through 1997. He was originally drafted by Pittsburgh, and he also played for the Angels. Brent Brady returned one of the 2 cards I sent in 37 days. He was a first-round draft pick in 1990. He debuted for the Twins in 1996. After playing in the major leagues, he played in Japan, and after that, he went on to be a high school teacher. I received this minor league card back from Orlando Mercado in 12 days and the Portland Beavers, but on the reverse side, you can see where it says the Minnesota Twins. He was a backup catcher for the Twins in 1989. This former Astro, Randy Neiman, didn't play for the Twins, but he was a coach for the Twins, and he returned 2 of 2 in 14 days. A return from John Butcher in 28 days. John pitched for the Twins in the mid 80s and won 13 games in 1984. One of the things his players liked is that he was a quick worker. One of my favorite Twins, Ron Gardenhire, the legend. He managed the Twins from 2002 to 2014, led them to 6 division titles, and he was known for his fiery ejections and the love of fundamental baseball. 1970 American League Cy Young Award winner with the Twins, Jim Perry, returned 1 of 1 in 17 days. He was a 3-time All-Star, and he has a brother that is in the Hall of Fame, Gaylord Perry. Ed Bain was drafted in the first round of the 1973 Major League Draft out of Arizona State University. He had a win-loss record of 7-13. He pitched for 3 seasons, 1973 through 1976, all with the Twins. Another first round draft pick, this time in 1967. He became a regular part of the Twins outfield in the early to mid 70s. He's known for his strong arm and range and steady contact. Steve Bry, 1 of 1 in 15 days. And then my last return for this week, Greg W. Harris, and he played for the Padres, Rockies, and Twins. His connection to the Twins is he pitched for them in the 1995 season in 18 games with an ERA of 3.82. That's it for my team's challenge update. Hopefully, I gave you some ideas on players you might want to send to. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and leave a comment. Who is your favorite player? I'll see you next week with another update.